Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're on Lake Superior by the Apostle Islands.
And we're going to do some lake trout fishing today, Blake. But one thing I want to talk about is the ride out. Pretty tough today, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful view, but lately we've got a lot of snow, so the only way to get out here are snowmobiles, so.
Yeah, and we're about 15 miles out,
yeah.
And boy, there's nobody around. Isn't it a beautiful area?
It's gorgeous.
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome? Holy! Oh my God! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
Who do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, Captain Josh, this is pretty exciting for me. I haven't been out here really targeting lake trout in many years, and I kind of think this is like muskie fishing through the ice. You're going for a big fish.
Yes, exactly. We're going after big fish. We're not going to catch a lot of them, but hopefully we get some nice ones.
Well, you sent me a picture a couple of weeks ago of one of your clients, and we're looking at that picture right now. How big was that laker?
That one was 43 inches.
And how many pounds about?
I would say about 30 pounds, maybe a little more. It was a heavy fish.
Now, if you have a good day out here, what can you expect?
A good day can be 15 to 20.
Really?
On a good day. I mean, generally we're chasing big fish. If you want to go after smaller ones, you can catch more than that, but we're after the big ones, so.
And what are we talking pound-wise?
Anything from, 10 to 20 pounds. Hopefully we get one, 20, 25 pounds today.
No kidding?
Yep, they're out here.
Well, I got a good crew with us, too. We traveled light today because of the travel.
Yep.
I want to warn the folks, you're not going to even get out here on an ATV right now.
No chance. There's too much snow and too much slush.
Well, you got us out here.
Yeah, we made it.
Hey, folks, let's show what we're using and how we're using it. All that coming up right after this.
Introducing the new Rise Float Suit with Motion Float technology. Breathable, waterproof, secure, and all the features that make the difference. Waterproof cell phone pocket, rapid drain system, and maximum flexibility. Fish with security in the Rise Float Suit from Ice Armor by Clam. Rise above. Clam Outdoors. Pursue the ice.
The all-new Yamaha Wolverine X2. Purpose-built for exploring tight technical terrain. And boasting next-level versatility. No other side-by-side delivers this level of proven off-road performance. The all-new Wolverine X2 from Yamaha.
Hey, welcome back, folks. As I mentioned at the top of the program, trophy lake trout fishing near the Apostle Islands up on Lake Superior. And Josh, before I show the folks what we're using, the cool thing about this is you can fish lake trout all the way through March until the ice goes out.
Yeah, we can. It stays open.
That's pretty cool, you know?
Oh, it's great, yeah.
The weather gets nicer and the fishing gets easier.
Yep, generally gets easier.
Well, today we're starting out with a big jig head. We're fishing anywhere from 70 to 120 feet of water, and you just put that Kalin's sparkly little deal there.
Yeah, the jerk minnow. The jerk minnow works great. We just put on a big lead head jig, and you're just ripping it pretty aggressively.
Pretty important to have that stinger hook, too?
It is, in case you get short nippers, that'll definitely help.
Okay, let's take a look at the rod we're using. As you know, I use all kinds of clam rods for my ice fishing because I think that, their rods are designed by pros for fishermen for any species of fish. But this is a Jason Mitchell series rod.
Yes.
And what do you like about this?
I like it. One, it's got backbone. Out here in this deep water, a lot of times we're fishing out 150 to 200 feet of water, and if you have a big fish hit, you've got to have a stiff rod to get a good hook set in it. And this rod just does just that, and you see how it's spiraled,
right?
That it goes down. They won't break that way when you're setting the hook, because if it was straight, a lot of times with the bait cast rod, they will break, but this one will not because of that spiral grip. It takes the strain off the rod.
This is the only rod that you like for this?
This is the only one I'll use in a bait caster rod, yes.
Sure, we're here for 5 minutes. 5 minutes and Acorn's got one on.
quick.
Holy cow.
That was quick.
Way to go, buddy.
I just got it down there.
Yeah, and ooh, feel pretty big or what?
It is a heavy fish.
Okay, well, you're the greatest angler I know, you know? No, Jenny's proud of you the way you fish, buddy.
Yeah.
What do you think, Josh? Can you tell at this point?
It's a better fish, John.
It is a better fish.
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely not a small one.
Ooh, good job. Boy, you know those Jason Mitchell rods, though, they're built for this, and they can handle a big fish.
Yep, they can.
Ooh.
So I just want to, the biggest thing is, once again, oh, that's a big fish. That's a big fish.
We turned the camera off for a couple minutes. You're not gaining any ground, are you, Acorn?
No.
Oh, and he's going to make a lot of runs. Look at the rod bending, man. Just turn the camera back on. You checked with the Humminbird to see how far down is he?
Yep,
How far down?
He's about 20 feet down.
20 feet down.
Yep.
Okay. Boy, this is a long battle. Sheer power, man.
He's
Just
close.
sheer power.
He's getting close. Big fish.
You see him, John?
Yeah, he's big, John.
Oh.
This is the hardest part, is getting him up the hole.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, nice and easy. Lift up a little bit.
Lift up
Just
a little bit.
Little bit.
I see the bubbles. Oh my gosh!
Oh,
look at that
look at
lake
that.
trout. Look at that lake trout to
right.
start. Nice. Hey,
There
Acorn.
you go.
That's a fight and a half, isn't it, buddy?
That was fun.
Now, Josh,
Yep.
that is what, about 12-pounder?
I'd say, 12 to 13 pounds, I'd say.
Just a gorgeous lake trout. And again, folks, you can do this all year long, all the way through March. Come out here and do this. But Josh, are these good to eat?
These big ones aren't, no, but the smaller ones are.
And what's the smaller ones, like 5 to 10 pounders?
No, about 3 to 5 pounds are the ones you want to eat.
How long have you been fishing? How long?
It's got a tag on it too.
How long are you fishing?
Oh, I was fishing for this for like 5 minutes at least.
Not bad. Boy, that's a beauty,
Yeah.
Josh. And that's one we'll release?
Yeah, we're gonna let that one go.
And so if that's 12 pounds, you caught a 35-pounder here a couple weeks ago. That's 3 times that size.
Yeah, it was big.
Ooh.
Got one?
Yeah, that was
All right.
awesome.
How's he feel?
I don't know, but
It's a long ways down.
a lot different than pan fishing.
That's for sure. Yeah, it's putting a good bend in the rod. Oh, he's getting close.
Oh.
Just
I'm
nice
coming,
and
I'm
easy.
coming,
Little
I'm
slower.
coming.
Yep. We're getting close.
All right,
Here's the leader.
Blake. Way to
Here's the
go,
leader.
Blake.
Nice and slow.
Wow, a little bit different than a crappie, isn't it?
All
Yeah, I
right.
was just saying that.
Oh,
Nice.
there's an eater.
Yeah, that's a good eater.
There's
there.
an eater right there. Blake, how did he hit?
I was just hitting the bottom as Josh came over, and I was, I've never done this before, so I was like, how do they hit?
Right.
And I lifted it up from the bottom, and I marked something. Then I hit it back down to the bottom, and it smacked it.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
one for Pete to eat.
Yep,
right?
that's an eater right there.
Now, what you're talking about, bouncing the bottom, and you just came over and told me to do that once in a while. Normally, you fish 10 feet off, and we're in how deep of water here?
We're in about 140 to 150 over
140 to 150. So you bounce the bottom, then coming up 10 and just keep jigging it, huh?
Yep, just keep it moving. Lake trout, they want that movement. That's what triggers them.
What do you think, Blake?
That was fun. Ooh, Dad!
I'm coming. Boy, is she hot, huh, Josh?
He's on fire.
Wow. Did you mark that one first?
I didn't.
You did not.
I was just moving.
Well, that's the thing. The Humminbirds are great, but
Oh, yeah.
you don't need to have a locator, really. You just sit there and pump, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when they come through, they're generally going to be aggressive. So
Now,
My wrist is hurting.
well, you got a while to go here. How's her drag?
her drag's good for now. I might loosen it a little bit once it gets closer, but that's the new Max
I was just
spinning
gonna
rod
say,
by Clam.
The Jason Mitchell
Yeah.
rod?
Yep, the
Now,
Jason Mitchell
those are
spinning.
so awesome for this type of fishing.
They are. All right,
Well, Blake,
a little slower now.
Little slower, honey.
Yep. Just as it
Okay.
gets closer.
She's pretty hot, dude.
Yeah, she's on fire, smoking.
She missed one
I'm
too.
lit.
Did you miss? You missed one too, huh, Blake?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you don't have to giggle. What do you think, Josh? Big one?
It's bigger than the last one. It's not a bad one. I mean, it's not a giant, but it's a
Another
decent
eater.
one. Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Nice and easy.
done,
Nice
Blake.
and easy. Just kind of lift your. Ooh, that's actually not a bad fish.
No. Okay. Whoa, Blake.
Right. Oh,
Well.
look at that herring sticking out.
Well, yeah. See if you can show the
Here,
folks
let
at
me,
home.
hold on, let me get this
Yeah, what
out.
these fish are doing, folks, there's a lot of smelt and herring in this deeper water, and they're just swimming around with their mouths open, huh?
Pretty much. They got a lot of food down there. But
Isn't that an exciting hit, Blake?
It really is. It's.
that's not a bad one.
What does the hit feel like? I haven't had one today.
It kind of feels like a muskie, to be honest.
Really? It's like a boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
And Josh, on a really good day out here,
Yep.
What can you do in terms of numbers?
15 to 20 is a really good day.
Seriously?
Oh yeah, you can have good days like that if they're biting and they're aggressive. You know, it's fun.
So you're tipping these baits with minnow heads?
Yep, just with minnow heads. Yep.
And you know, you can use bait mate too. That's a good idea.
Yes, they really like that scent down there.
Yeah.
It definitely helps.
So you're spraying a lot of your lures with bait mate.
All the minnows we're spraying with bait
All
mate.
the minnows. That's a great idea because trout folks are very sensitive to smell. They can pick that up a long way.
Oh yeah, they can for sure.
Nicely
Way
done.
to go.
Thank you.
Josh, when you're jigging for these lake trout in about 140 to 180 feet of water, the jigging technique is important. And this is kind of what you taught me, to kind of lift up like that, follow it down, lift up like that, and follow it down. And then what happens when you mark a fish?
Then when you mark a fish, you know, keep working it like that, but if he comes up and he's aggressive, you actually want to pull it away from him.
So you reel some line
reel up
like
real
that?
quick like that, just to make that, you know, that fish think it's a bait fish trying to get away from it.
Are you getting tired of this, Josh?
Unreal.
I have not had a single bite all day.
Today's my day.
Well, it feel like a smaller one?
Yeah, but it still doesn't matter. It's too fun.
Yeah, and the fish was down there about 140 feet.
Yeah.
So you got a while to go there.
Yep, just nice and easy.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever fished this deep of water before.
No, I don't think you have. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
See him, Josh?
Yep.
Ooh, there's a nice
you
one.
go. Look at that pack.
Nicely done. Come on up here, Josh. And this is amazing, folks. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people fishing.
Yep.
Every bite or fish has come out of this hole. Acorns came out of this hole.
Acorns came out of this hole too. It's the hot hole apparently.
Now that is really hard to explain, isn't it?
Yeah, that's weird. That's for sure.
Now, Blake, how are you jigging that you're attracting these fish in?
Well, he told me to always keep it moving, no
Okay.
matter what. Usually I'm used to like seeing a fish and pausing it and teasing it,
Right.
but when I see it, I keep moving it.
So are you doing big sweeps?
Yep, big, and then it flutters down.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the key.
That seems. And you know what? We started out with some of the plastics. It seems like the Kastmasters and the other spoons are doing the
they're
deal
starting
today.
to produce. So.
And it's because of the way that drives them nuts
It's
when
fluttering down.
when it
They
flutters
love
down.
the flutter.
Yeah.
That's what they.
And that again is an eater, right?
That is an eater there.
And you can keep 2 a day, correct?
Keep 2 a day. Yep.
Per guy.
Per guy.
Yeah. Reliable line is so huge when you're doing this lake trout fishing and you're fishing for big fish. Now I noticed, Pete, that you're running the Seaguar Smackdown as backup on your main reel there. And what pound test is that?
That's the main line. This is actually 30. I'd recommend at least 20 or 30 pound test Smackdown.
Yeah, and you gotta have the Smackdown, the super line, to feel the bites too in that deep of water.
Oh yeah, John. You get better lure action as well, but definitely to feel the bites and get a good hook set.
Now, so the troutsies don't see your line, you put a leader
Troutsies.
material on here, and this is a Invisex or a Brazex?
This is the Brazex. This is 12. I'd recommend 12 to 20
Okay.
for your lead, and that's of course fluorocarbon, so you got the invisibility factor, and you got a little bit of a shock absorber there as well.
And what I love, and we've caught some big fish through the ice this year using this Brazex or the Invisex, you get that fish up near the hole, and he kind of is rubbing that line against the corner of the hole. That stuff holds up really well.
That's where the abrasion resistance really comes in, John, on rocks and of course the edge of a hole like that on the ice.
We were fishing Chequamegon Bay out of Ashland, Wisconsin, a 5.5 hour drive from Milwaukee, 6.5 hours from Chicago, and 3.5 hours from Minneapolis.
Len Groom from AMSOIL here, and we're talking about diesel fuel additives. Many people ask me, does AMSOIL have product for diesel fuel? Well, we do. And today I want to talk about our all-in-one additive. It takes care of everything that you need in one dose. It cleans, it lubricates, it boosts your cetane, and it also keeps the fuel from gelling up in the cold. So you take care of basically all the needs in one dose. Check out the back of the bottle for the proper dosage for your tank. And for more information on any of our fuel additives, check out amsoil.com.
No matter what you're chasing on the ice this winter, Acme Tackle has you covered. From the innovative Hyper Glide and Hyper Rattle series to legendary Kastmaster, Rattle Master, and Sidewinder spoons, or the all-new professional grade tungsten series, Acme Tackle has what you need. Visit acmetackle.com to check out our full product assortment. Acme Tackle rattles louder, glides further, and glows brighter. Get hooked up with Acme Tackle.
From it's gonna be a snowy day season to this baby can handle it season. Fleet Farm has everything you need because right now, it's make sure I've got traction season. Let's get this house toasty season. Break out the shovel again season. Time to bundle up season. And of course, did someone say fish fry season? Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
This is getting ridiculous, though, isn't it?
It's unreal.
I mean, seriously, 7 guys fishing all over the place, and she's getting all the bites.
I haven't hooked a fish yet.
I'm not moving.
Okay. Did you watch that one come in?
Oh yeah.
Are they all
hummingbird?
Are they all coming in off the bottom?
Yep, they all come off the bottom. And like I said before, you got to keep it moving.
Keep the jig moving.
Yep.
I'm gonna tighten your drag just a little
bit. Yeah. The star of the show.
Pete's mad at me.
Pete's not mad at you. He's over there smiling.
Okay, my wrist.
Okay, well, you got a ways to go there,
man.
man.
Yeah, you got a ways.
Okay.
It's nice and easy.
Yeah.
Take your time.
No, this is really unusual.
Look at that, look at that, look at that.
Oh, really? Ripping off line there, Blake. This is a big fish. Oh.
I was just turning the camera on.
Okay, let me up.
Here, let me see what happened. Man, that sucks.
Yay! Somebody other than Blake has one on. That's cool.
Out of there.
Decent sized fish, you guys? Ooh, he's putting up a good little fight, and...
Must be a little better.
Yeah.
A little better maybe than the last.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's a nice fish.
Not a bad
Nothing
one.
wrong with that.
Eater.
Come on up, yeah. Now, when you mark these fish, are they on the bottom, John?
This one come up off the bottom, and then I had to work it almost 20 feet up. And it
Seriously?
finally hit.
Yeah. So when you're marking them on the bottom like that, are you just giving big rips or
big
what?
rips, and then it wouldn't eat, so then I reel up real fast, and then a couple more rips, and then finally it hit. Then
that's the one thing when you're fishing with these lake trout. If you get them to come up and they hit it and miss, keep going up.
Oh
right?
yeah, keep going up. They'll get even more fired up.
So you get a second chance a lot of times.
A lot of
with
times
these
you do.
Lakers.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a beautiful eater right there, John. All right, Josh. Oh man, I'm fishing right next to you over here. It has slowed down, hasn't it?
Yeah, it was decent this morning, and ever since it's been pretty slow.
Now that doesn't look like a real big one, does it?
Yeah.
Okay, here he comes. I can see the bubbles. Yeah, nice eater size though.
Yeah, another eater.
Now, there are days, like, you and I have talked about this. There's days when you catch all big ones, and there's days when they're mixed and that type of deal, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've had days out here where, we catch 7 or 8 fish and they're all over 10 pounds, and then there's other days you catch some and, they're smaller. So far today it's kind of been mixed.
Folks, the weather is going to break and get warmer in March, and this is really a wonderful ice fishing trip for folks to take in March. You come up here, you provide all the snowmobiles, all the rods and reels, and it's usually nice out here. You got clam shacks if guys want them.
Yep, exactly.
But all the way through March, does it get better?
Generally it does. The only thing you got to worry about is if we have a warm up and some wind. I mean, this ice can actually leave pretty quickly, so you got to be very careful out here.
You know what's popular when you're ice fishing?
Johnsonville's, John.
Pete?
Oh, Johnson?
Yeah, and today I got a treat for you. This is bacon and cheddar grillers. Now, they come in patty form, and they're really easy to cook. All you do is put them right on the grill, and they're loaded with bacon, and they're loaded with cheddar, and of course you get the 100% prime cuts of pork. That's what makes up a bacon and cheddar griller.
Mmm.
Ooh.
I'm doing the text. This is good.
It's the spot, John.
Isn't it? And can you taste the cheddar in there? And those are really good. And baseball's coming up. Great tailgate item. Look for Johnsonville Bacon and Cheddar Grillers at your favorite retailer today. Good one? All right. It's the John and Blake show, isn't it?
They're on fire.
They are. A little better fish, John?
Yeah, it feels decent, yeah.
Okay.
Not one of those tiny ones, I don't think. But
Well, here he comes.
Could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure yet.
Yeah.
It's an eater.
Another eater, Josh. And not bad. Those are nice Lakers for the old table fare, right? And Josh, you do an awful lot of this lake trout fishing, buddy. And you said today's kind of slow compared to normal?
Yeah, today is very slow. Normally we're catching a lot bigger fish. There's a lot of small ones around today. So.
Yeah.
Good for eating, though.
Yeah, right. And where did that one chase you?
No, that one I was only 8 feet off on, but it came up just like a missile and smoked it.
Yeah.
going.
Coming, guys, I'm coming.
Keep going.
Acorn again. Acorn again. All right, buddy. Wow. Hey, I'll tell you what, Josh, that's a nice Yamaha machine you got, buddy.
Yeah.
That thing runs great.
It does. It works pretty good. I don't think this one's as big as his first one.
No.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's hard for me to get a bite today.
Yeah, that's a tough day.
What do you think,
Here's
Acorn? Oh, here he comes.
Small.
Nice and easy. Easy.
Let's see.
Easy.
I love the bubbles. And come on,
Nice
get him
and
up,
easy.
Acorn.
Easy, easy.
Just took a little run on you there, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, okay. And, that's a nice fish. Beautiful job there, Acorn.
Nice.
Well done, Acorn. Well, you know, this has been a tougher day than normal for you guys. I know when you usually come out here, you get 10, 15 big fish.
Yeah.
But Acorn, what was the deal with that one? I'm sure you marked him, right?
I was a couple feet off bottom jigging, and he came off bottom and he just smoked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fun. And you know, you've been on the show for many years, Acorn, but people really want to know, is Acorn your real name?
It is. It is.
What were your mom and dad thinking? Is Acorn named after anything or what?
My dad wanted a true American name. That's what he told me. So.
And there's no acorns in
go.
Europe, or? But no, true American name.
Yep, that's. Yep,
Do we have a middle name?
Joe.
Acorn Joe. I love that.
Yep.
That's the deal. And Acorn Joe comes up with a nice liquor
It comes
too.
up with one.
So he just shot off the bottom and smoked it.
Yeah.
Huh? Nice.
Folks, when I head out to fish, I always stock up on my favorite Baitmate fish attractants. Dale, I just put that Baitmate on, man. Baitmate offers a complete line of fish attractants and convenient spray bottles for every angler and every species of fish. They've got your bait covered. I also have the newest Baitmate delivery system in my boat, Baitmate Ultra Live Game Fish Dip. Simply flip open the lid and dip your bait for even application every time, and it's ideal for frequent casting. I just dipped that in the Baitmate, you know that? Improve your chances of catching fish with Baitmate fish attractants. It just makes sense.
In addition to the Ice Helix 5 and 7 family, there's a new model, the all-season model, that comes complete with everything you need for ice fishing and for open water fishing. In addition to your ice fishing shuttle that comes with a battery and a floating transducer, will come a summer transducer along with a power cord and a gimbal mount for your time in the boat. The Ice Helix 7 for 2019 also has networking capabilities, so when you're on the boat in summer, you can take advantages of iPilot Link, 360 imaging, and data sharing across your network, getting more out of your unit from winter to summer.
Good news, folks. The most recent AMSOIL video fishing report was released this week, and it covers the end of February and the first half of March. It's this pretty good report that we do each year, right? Or each month?
Yeah, we do it every month, and you can see what's going on across the Midwest on what's biting and what everyone's catching.
And we also talk about ice conditions and travel reports and North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Ohio. We cover all those areas.
Yep.
And all you got to do, folks, is go to amsoil.com/MFR. Can you say that?
Amsoil.com/MFR.
You got it.
Yep.
Hey, look at that. I got a fish. I got a fish. All right. Blake, take my thing out of there. Take my transducer cable out of there. Wow.
You were just doing your commercial.
Yeah, I was just doing the commercial
Did you
there.
mark
And, no, I didn't mark it. I wasn't paying any attention. Okay, let's see what we... Hey, there we go. Hey, Petey, come on up here. That is a gorgeous little eater fish there, right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun to watch you catch it.
Well, it was kind of fun because I wasn't paying any attention. I was actually just doing the Fleet Farm breaking news deal, and all of a sudden my rod went down. I spent about 15 hours the last 2 days watching the hummingbird, and when I look away, I get the fish. We're coming, we're coming, we're coming. Way to go there, Peterini Beanie.
You want to crank up my sound maker?
What's that?
I'm worried about getting tangled in
Oh, Josh, reel that sound maker in there.
He says, Josh.
Well, you don't have a microphone on. I need to be next to you.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't being lazy. Is this a whopper?
No.
No?
But he was fun.
Yeah. Oh, you saw him?
He was all over the place. Yeah.
Have you seen him, Josh?
No, I haven't.
Ooh. Ooh.
Here he comes.
And, ooh, that's a nice one.
There you go. That's a better
Way to
one.
go there, Petey.
Look at that. That's not a bad one.
So no bait on there, just the plastic?
Yeah, just plastic. I did have a little mini on there, but yeah, that's a decent fish. And he was fun. He was chasing all over the place, and I finally got him to hit. I had to run backwards.
That's, I think, what makes trout fishing in general so unique, whether it's browns or rainbows or whatever. Yeah. When they see something, they love to chase.
Yeah, it was just a ball to watch on the hummingbird. It really was.
Well, hold that guy out. Josh, what's that, nice 2-3 pounder right there?
Well, he might be 3 or 4.
Yeah. Folks, if you're coming up to the Ashland area, the River Rock Bait Shop and Inn is the best place to stay.
Yeah, they got great rooms right in Ashland. It's right next to the bait shop, but they also have a super nice cabin. That's where we stayed, and it's right on Chequamegon Bay.
Nah, the River Rock, man, when he has remodeled those rooms that he has there in the cabin, they're just gorgeous. I mean, it's like better than my house.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, great place to stay.
Great place to stay. Captain Josh Teigen guides Chequamegon Bay and the St. Louis River on a daily basis. For more information, give Josh a call, 715-813-0575. 813-0575. What a gorgeous fish, Mike. Oh my gosh, wait till you see the size of this thing. Look at the size of that Sluggosaurus massive mastodon. Was that polo or what?
Yes, yeah, good job.
First
I get to say good job, John.
Folks, I'll tell you what, this is like being in heaven. It really is. I mean, when you got this kind of fishing. And again, we've been out here 45 minutes.
The future of boating is here. Now, get all the thrilling performance of an Evinrude E-Tech G2 in the new 150, 175, and 200 horsepower.
Bass fishing's fun, but half of these tournaments is like a boat race, trying to beat everybody down the lake. And with that Evinrude E-Tech G2, it's like driving a Corvette. That thing is passing everybody.
All the best-in-class torque of the Evinrude E-Tech G2 is now available from 150 to 300 horsepower.
This is a whole other level. The G2 is awesome.
To learn more, visit evinrude.com.
You know, folks, this is the best time of year to get a great deal on a boat. And our 2 Recons, our 21-footers, are for sale right now. And these are really well-equipped boats, aren't they?
Yeah, John, they are. They're both 2185s. And, of course, we've got the 300-horse Evinrude 15-horse kicker. We've got 4 helixes on there, and we've got the Altera and Talons. So they're decked out. They're decked out for trolling as well. So, yeah, everything, track systems and the whole 9 yards.
Perfect all-species boat, folks. And for more information, they can go to reconboats.com. What is it again?
It's reconboats.com.
Reconboats.com. No, really, folks, this is a good deal. Well, Josh, a lot of lake trout, but only one big one.
Yeah, only the one.
But I want to mention again, though, the month of March, great time to come up here. You're guiding both out here for lake trout, all trout, and inland for crappies and bluegills.
Yep, I'm doing both.
All right, hey, thanks, buddy. Had a good time. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.